Hey students, how are you all? Once again, welcome back to the online English classes. In today's video, we are going to continue our discussion of the chapter Rip Van Winkle. 2 videos have already been uploaded. This is the third one in the series. Now, let us have a look at all the important details that were discussed in the last video. In the very beginning, we saw that Rip Van Winkle was a very lazy man who always wasted his time. He was very close to his dog, whose name was Wolf. Together, they went into the forest to spend their time. As Rip Van Winkle was a very lazy man, he didn't wish to do any work, and to spend away his time, he would go to the forest along with his dog. On one such trip, Rip got exhausted from his climb and decided to take rest for a while. Yes, and this is the time when he also starts daydreaming. This is where we stopped. So, after this, what happens? Let us see. Suddenly, he heard a voice calling out, "Rip Van Winkle, Rip Van Winkle." Alright, so we last saw that he was daydreaming and he was not in his complete senses. Yes, he was not sleeping fully, but he was not fully conscious as well. So, he heard a voice and someone was calling out his name. So, what did he do? He looked around and saw a short old man with thick hair and a grizzled beard walking towards him with a barrel. Alright, let us see what the word beard means. In order to understand what is meant by grizzled beard, you should first know the difference between a mustache and a beard. So, in the first picture, you can see a man with a mustache, and what does it mean? It is a strip of hair left to grow above the upper lip. So, as you all know, we have one upper lip and one lower lip. So, above the upper lip and below the nose, the hair that we can see is called a mustache. Okay, and most of you must have seen this on your fathers as well. And now let's move on to the beard. It is a growth of hair on the chin and lower cheeks of a man's face. In the picture also you can see this person has growth of hair on his chin and on the lower part of his face. Yes, so this is what a beard is. So you must have seen people who only have a mustache and some people who only have a beard. But there are also some people who have both the things together. This is what a grizzled beard looks like. So in this picture you can see the man has a mustache as well as a beard, and his beard is not completely black in color. Okay, this person is aging, he's growing old. That is why some gray hair can be seen in his beard. So whenever there is gray hair in a beard, it is called a grizzled beard. He looked around and saw a short old man with thick hair and a grizzled beard walking towards him with a barrel. So, if you are asked to describe how this old man looked like, here you will find the answer, that the person was short in height, the person was also old, he had thick hair and had a grizzled beard. And what was he having in his hands, or what was he holding? He had a barrel with him. Yes, now let us see what the word barrel means. This is what a barrel looks like. It is a cylindrical container bulging out in the middle with metal hoops around it. So you already know what a cylinder is, and you're also familiar with the cylindrical shape, right? You must have learnt it in maths. And as you can see, the middle portion of this container is a little thick. This is what is meant by bulging out. It is coming out. Okay, and it has metal hoops around it. You can easily see the metal hoops. And nowadays we also have plastic barrels. Not exactly plastic, but something of that quality only. So barrels can be of wood. Barrels can also be made of other materials. So this old man was facing difficulty in carrying the barrel because, as you already saw, that a barrel is quite big in size, and we already read that this person was a little short in height. So that is why he was facing difficulty. So he made signs to help him carry the barrel. Okay, so he asked for help. Rip hurried to help the stranger, who caught his hand tightly. Now, I hope you already know who a stranger is. Any unknown person whom we have never met before or never seen before is a stranger. Yes? So, what did Rip do? He quickly went to the old man. Now, why did he do so? We already have talked about it, that Rip was a very helpful man. Yes? This is the reason why he rushed towards the old man to help him out. Now, what happened after this? The old man held his hand tightly. Okay, now what may be the reason behind this? Together, they reached a place where there were some more odd-looking men playing nine pins. Alright, so this person held Rip's hand and he caught it tightly and took him to a place where there were more such men, more odd-looking men. Now, what is so odd about them? We will find out. And what are they playing right now? They were playing nine pins. Let us see what this game is about. Nine pins is a game played with wooden pins. So all the white things that you can see on your screen right now are made up of wood, and these are called pins. These are sometimes also called skittles. You know, this game is also called the game of skittles. Now, these are typically 9 in number. If you count them on your screen, you'll find 9 pins are there. That is why, 9 pins, the name comes from this only. And these are set up at the end of an alley to be bowled down with a wooden ball or disc. Okay, so the black thing that you can see is a ball, and it is also a wooden ball, and it is used to bowl down these pins. And in the book also you can see there's a picture on page number 85. They were all dressed the same way, and all of them had beards of various shapes and colors. Okay, so this is the reason why they were odd looking. They had beards of various shapes and colors. In this part only you can see a person has a yellow beard and red beard. Yellow beard can be understood. Many people are blonde, that's why they have yellow hair. But red beard and a green beard, really? On the next page also you'll find out. In the next page of your book, there are other colors as well. Yes, so this is the reason why they have been called odd-looking men. Alright, and they were playing 9 pins. Let's see what happens after this. Even though they were playing a game, their faces were serious and there was silence. Alright, now this is something very strange, right? Because you see, whenever we play any game, and if we are with our friends, there is noise. Every time there is noise. Yes, and most of the times we are very happy, and if we are in a group of some people, noise will definitely be there. But here there was silence, utter silence was there. This is why they have been called odd, This is why they are very different from normal people. The only sound was the noise of the balls. Okay, so the balls they were using to hit the pins, only that noise could be heard, which echoed in the mountains like thunder. Alright, now echo is something you are already familiar with. Yes, in your online classes, in your digital classes, you must have got this. Whenever there is any, issue in the network, a person says something and that can be heard again and again for some time. So a sound that comes back, that reflects, is called an echo. So in the mountains, no other sound could be heard, but only this noise of the balls, and it seemed like thunder. Whenever there is thunderstorm, I know many of you are very scared of it, and it happens to little kids actually. Whenever people are very young, they are generally very scared of thunder. So it sounded like thunder. And those of you who have gone to hilly places and where not many people are there, if you say something from a hilltop, you will feel that the sound is coming back to you. Yes, that is what an echo is. And here no human noise was there, but the noise of the balls. Now that we have discussed quite a bit of this chapter, let us have a quick recap of everything discussed in today's video. So, in the very beginning, we saw that Rip was awakened by an old man who asked for his help. Now, remember students, Rip was not sleeping. He was not fully conscious, but he was kind of taking a nap. Yes, so he was awakened by a man, an old man, who was asking for his help, and being a helpful man, Rip rushed towards him. The old man took him to a place where some men were playing 9 pins. We already saw what is the meaning of this game, how it is played. All of them had beards of various shapes and colors. They played the game in utter silence with no smiles on their face. Now, let us have a look at some very easy questions from this chapter. Question number 1. Describe the old man. Number 2. Where did the old man take Rip? Question number 3. Which sound could be heard in the mountains? Question number 4. What was so strange about the men playing 9 pins? Alright students, with this we come to the end of our discussion of the third part from this particular chapter. We'll continue with our discussion in the upcoming few videos. Until then, stay safe and goodbye.